Filthy guap.
Big Mill, the hood Postman. Scott Fontaine, what up?
It's a jungle in the ghetto, so you better beware. It ain't nothing but gorillas, iron tigers, the best. Pro mags, Zazas, killing for tourists. Step foot up in this jungle, leave out in the hearse. Codons, Percocet, city girls, chef sex, all eyes, no deaths, full of shells, candle wax, candle lit, Brody hit, gas, shotty shot back. Guess he knew it was real when he died, he ain't come back. Round here, snakes, win, gorilla man, no being. Bro was facing 10, gave him up, now he back to win. Man, it's every day, on the floor, no other way. In the ghetto, better get you some cake, no birthday, no heart, no love, nigga, what is V-Day?
Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. We here with who I'm here with today.
Guy Walker.
Guy Walker, man.
Crip, former Pretty Crip. Original Grandies. I was living in Boot Hill before Boot Hill was Boot Hill. I stayed at 1314 South Kemp Street. I went to Longfellow Elementary School. And on Walton, my stepmother taught at Walton, Willowbrook, Centennial, Compton High. She was a 7th grade teacher that she got promoted. And yeah, I'm here.
So what was it like? You went to Compton High, right?
I went to Compton High briefly, because at that time I relocated back to my dad's house in Inglewood.
Okay.
And he wanted me close to the house, so I had to check into Washington High.
So what year was that that you would have been in Compton High?
That would have to be 74, 75, when I was in the Red House.
Okay, okay. We'll come back to that. So what was you born at originally?
I was born in Houston, Texas in 1958.
1958.
Yeah, my mother and my dad came out here. I was like 6 weeks old. And we moved, we was at 69th and Main. And then we moved to Compton on Kemp Street. I had to be about 62 or 63.
And how long were you there?
We were there probably about maybe 5 years. I went juvenile, not juvenile, I'm getting ahead of myself. I went to Longfellow, I think about 2 semesters, made to like the 2nd, 3rd grade, as I recall. And then we moved over on Boot Hill, over on Alondra.
And what year was that?
That'd have to be 62, about 62, 63.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you was in there long before Boot Hill became Boot Hill Crips.
It was, yeah, exactly. It wasn't no Boot Hill. It wasn't even that.
What was it?
It was a regular apartment.
Okay.
Residential apartment.
Uh-huh.
I think Bruno was the first cat I knew of that.
Billy Dog Bruno?
Billy Dog Bruno hung out at Boot Hill.
Okay.
When I ran into Billy Dog in Juvenile Hall, right, he made me remember him.
Darnell Dixon.
Darnell, who was my cellmate.
Okay.
Up at Postman.
Okay. So why did they call you Pretty?
I have no idea why they came up with that name. I don't know if I gave it to myself or if some girl was messing with me. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Because I know you do got a distinctive walk.
Yeah. Well, that's because my legs are bowed a little bit, I believe. Or it could be because I walk on the side of my feet or something like that. They rolls over. Maybe it's where they built. I don't know.
Now, when I used to see you with them overalls on and them Shirley Temple curls back in the day, walking up Spring.
You remember that shit, huh?
Yeah.
Got me on
what made you wear that particular uniform or take up that particular persona?
Let me say this here. Well, I got the overalls. I was trying to emulate Big Tookie. Because that's what he used to wear all the time because he used to buff. We used to buff in it. But the curls and stuff, hey, state raised, man. I'm trying to keep up with the fashion, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I thought maybe that might have went along with the Pretty Crip.
No. They was on some other shit, man.
Okay. So when you you went to Juvenile Hall, you met Billy Dog Bruno. Were you ever in Factor Brookings?
No. I got to Bob's probably about a year after they came down from up there.
Okay, so that'd have been 73, 74.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the time I got back at the Red House. I got to the Red House around 74 when I met Big Took, Coachy, Bob Simmons, and
Kenny,
fat ass Kenny.
Yeah, baby boy they used to call.
I did not like him.
What was it about him?
He was, I'm gonna say he was a bully. To me, he was. You know, he was trying to mimic somebody. I didn't care for the guy because he slapped me one time, man. You know what I mean? On some bullshit. Because I said something to him, you know. And I was getting ready to do those boys, man.
Man, wait a minute, guy. You got slapped by Tookie. You got slapped.
Tookie used to slap everybody.
Yeah, well, I understand that. But you got slapped by Jamel, too. You got into...
No.
Oh, okay. We'll get back to Jamel. I just want to know...
He never put his hands
Okay.
on me.
Well, so baby boy had this thing with putting his hands on people.
Counselor, yeah, he's trying to...
Yeah, because he was a grown man.
Yeah,
you guys were kids.
Yes. Yeah, he was trying to, like, impose his
Authority.
will.
Uh-huh.
You know, I was sitting in the chair, man, on the phone when this cat walked in and popped me behind some shit. I can't remember what it was about. I don't know if I done something to him or if he mistook me for somebody else. But he had a way about himself, man, that he was trying to communicate to everybody else. I don't take no shit. Why? Even if you wasn't giving him none, you were gonna get something from him. That's the kind of cat he was. That's the way I can describe it.
If you had to describe the Red House, the function of the Red House, I remember there was, let's see, Shotgun, which was Carl. Then you had
Shotgun hung out together.
Okay, talk about Shotgun.
Shotgun, he was pretty cool, man. But then I like everybody. You know what I'm saying? Until you show me something different. Shotgun has always been solid with me, respectful.
And he rest in peace now.
And he wasn't no punk.
No, he wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just had a sense I gravitated towards people that were more like myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who knew how to communicate, who decent cats, man, but they just didn't take no shit.
Right.
You know, like it was always been like they're drawn to me the same way.
What about Weasel?
Weasel,
Reginald. Yeah.
Reginald Brimner.
Yeah.
He was cool. I never had a problem with Reggie either. Most of the guys in there, man, I can't remember any guy in there that I got into it with. So.
Yeah, because you had Tiny Man, you had Cross.
Tiny
Bobby.
Man was my best man.
Yeah.
Tiny Man was my best man at my wedding, and he helped. Matter of fact, it was instrumental in making sure that my wedding was okay for where I was at. I was in YA.
Also, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. He was my best man.
Then there was Lil Cross, Bobby Collins.
Bobby Lee Collins. Yep.
He trying to get in touch with you, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We have to get a chance to get my number, man.
I will do that.
Up, man.
Okay. Then there was Killer Carl.
Oh, wait. Back up to Killer. Back up to Cross, man. Let me tell you about Cross.
Okay. Let's talk
Cross
about
and Tiny Man.
Okay.
Cross and Tiny Man. Right. You know, I'm who I am, man. Right. I don't know these kids. I just push up in the spot, right. I guess Cross and Tiny Man had been there a while, and they, you know, I guess they had some kind of bond or something like that going on, right? They were cool together. But I was a new guy. This is when we was over on Edale. We was a big cuz. And them niggas started dousing me with cold water, man. In the afternoons, they saw me laying in my bed. Yeah. And I wouldn't even see who it was, because I'd be asleep. But wouldn't be nobody else there but those two. In the whole house. It was upstairs too, right? But they would be downstairs, one would be in somewhere else in the house, and the other cat would be someplace else. They did me like that like 3 times. I don't know how me and Cross started messing around, hanging out together and shit, but we started messing around, man. We got really cool. Right? I mean, we'd had a couple of fights. I had to catch that nigga come around the corner and clock him with a stick, right? One time, and he caught me doing some shit and knocked me in the side of my knee with a stick. And look, I would go out in the water behind Cross, man. Me and Cross, well, that was me and Tiny Man. Had to say hi to this cat one time that was over there. He was a blood, too. I'm not going to say his name or nothing like that, but he came over there on 100, so we was on 117th in the morning. And we just kept saying, we were going to catch this cat over there one day, man, because he would come over there we knew he was a blood, right? And he would come over there and he wouldn't greet nobody, you know? And so, Nardi was his name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he had a Thunderbird.
He was from the west side.
He stayed on the street, I believe.
Paru Street.
Yeah. I think that's where he stayed at. But we just said we was gonna one day we're gonna catch that nigga slipping and we're gonna be on deck, right?
Uh-huh.
And it just so happened one day the three of us went over there. Me, Cross, and Chinaman went over there on Mona, 117th and Mona. And I swear, man, to this very day, I cannot remember if it was me that got the popping at that cat or if it was Tiny Man. I think it was me, because it was right after that the Tiny Man started popping everybody. He was just pop, pop, pop. He got a lot of that shit, you know. But anyway, oh naughty, but we did that shit, man. We ran back. I stayed out from over there for a long time after that, because I was scared. Retaliation, you know. Besides that, my woman didn't stay over there. I was seeing this chick named Sally. Sally Thirsty.
Sally stayed down the street from me.
Yeah. Man, I was, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops over that chick, man.
Man, Sally had one of the devastating walks I ever seen.
She had a purposeful walk, man.
Yeah.
And she didn't look all that drop dead gorgeous, but she was not unattractive.
Right.
You know?
I thought she was fine myself.
And she kept herself up. Man, look, first time I saw that chick, he wanted to snatch her from me. I said, cuz, you got all them other bras, man. Cuz, I like her, man. And he fell back, right? But check. When I went to jail, Sally go over there on the pretense of finding out what's going on with me. Cuz put his moves on her. First he acted like he was gonna help her out. Next thing you know, he was boning the chick. Just the way she did it, man. You know what I'm saying? Sally did that, man. But I married her punk ass anyway. I asked cuz, look, this is just cuz on my mama on everything. Cuz is on when he was down in county jail in High Power. I forget how I ended up in High Power too. Right, but this is the first time I got an opportunity to ask.
We're talking about Tookie.
Talking about Tookie, right. First time I had an opportunity to ask because why he boned my chicken, you know what he did?
What'd he do?
He fell back. You had a little big old barrel-chested laugh, and he just laughed in my face. I said, oh, cuz, that was fucked up. But I was seriously hurt by that shit, man. That shit fucked me up. Cuz, hey, man, he had bras digging him 20.
Yeah, because he was after Beverly Butler, too. Man, you remember her?
Yeah, I remember Beverly Butler. He used to send chicks to my room, man. Seriously, he used to, man, bro, used to parade before this cat like he was a king or something. And he'd send a bride to one of our rooms.
So let's get back to the Red House. So, okay. What about Killer Carl?
Me and Carl was in the Red a couple times, I believe. But we never got active though. I think it was a mutual understanding that, look, if you don't like me over there kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we got along just like that until we got behind the wall. We got behind the wall, we got along a whole lot better.
Okay.
A whole lot better.
Well, anybody else that you remember from the Red House that you want to talk about?
Mad Nut.
Mad Nut, that's my guy right there.
I haven't seen or heard from him in a while.
He was from Carver Park.
Yeah, he was cool. Me and Mad Nut used to run around together too. Let me see cats I ran with in the Red House. Porky.
Porky Paru?
Yeah, man, yeah. What was Porky's name? I can't remember his name. But Porky.
Something Davis or something. I don't know.
Oliver, some shit. I can't remember. Anyway, somehow Porky got me to go on the street with him. Right? And that's the first time I ever met this cat. But I went over there, I didn't say shit. I didn't see this is down with woo-woo-de-woo. No, hell no, I had my mouth shut. Porky was over there. I just wanted to say, yeah, I went on the street, hung out with them niggas for a couple minutes. They didn't even know I was there. On everything.
And Porky took you over there?
Yeah.
That's interesting. We're going to lock the door right there and we're going to come back.
hood postman. Always got motion, always keep motion. I'm the hood postman. 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 On the dead homies like Rennie Loken. Yeah.
It's the cartel.
Always got motion.